Good evening, everybody. I am Nicole Fitzhugh, and I am a member of the Board of Trustees, and I am so glad to see all of you here tonight. We are committed to becoming an intentionally multi-generational, multiracial, multicultural, inclusive, and anti-oppressive religious community here at First Unitarian Church of Oakland. You are welcome here. If you're visiting and you'd like to find out more about the church, we invite you to fill out a Newcomer Connect card online. You can get to it by using the QR code that's on one of these cards, hopefully in the seat back. You can also find it on our website, or you can write your contact information and give it to somebody who looks official. You can find me next to the cookies after service. And this is one of my personal favorite services of the whole year, and I'm really glad to be here to share it with all of you. For announcements, tonight there is also an 8 p.m. candlelight service, to which all of you are welcome. And January 5th, there is a first Sunday Bring Your Own Breakfast potluck and gathering. Come at 8:45. There will be childcare available for a parent group from 9:15 to 10:15, and then an active family-focused worship from 10:20 to 10:50, at which time the children will go and do their various activities until 11:45. Parents are invited to attend service and coffee hour and pick up their children at 11:45. Families of all sizes, shapes, configurations, all are welcome. Thank you.
We'll start with a land acknowledgement. This Unitarian Universalist congregation sits on the historic territory of Huichin. This is part of the land forcibly taken from the Chochenyo, Muwekma, Ohlone people. As Unitarian Universalists, we acknowledge the worth and the dignity of all those Ohlone people whose connection to this land continues to this day. I invite you to pause for just a moment to feel the harm that was done to those precious humans when this land was invaded so long ago. None of us were alive when that harm happened. None of us chose for it to happen. We're not responsible for those historic actions, and yet we are capable of responding to the ongoing harm of that forced displacement. As individuals and as a community, we're invited to make collective reparations for our nation's harm. The Sogorea Land Trust is a local organization dedicated to the rematriation of this land to Indigenous people. Our congregation participated in that act of reparation by giving $2,700 from our Plate Share program this fall. And we invite all of you to consider if you would like to give money to that rematriation project.
Welcome to those of you who are on Zoom as well. And by the way, we are going to have a candle lighting ceremony at the end, so if those of you at home would like to get a candle ready for that, then you can participate virtually. So our chalice lighting words have some gestures that we do. I wonder if any of you kids could help me with the hand gestures. Do you want to help with that? Yeah. Come on up then. Yeah, angels. Angels are allowed up here. Okay, so why don't you stand on the stairs so people can see what you're doing? Are you ready? Do you want to go stand over there? We light this chalice, symbol of Unitarian Universalism. May it remind us of the divine spark in all of creation, the power of love to heal what is broken, and to be grateful for life's gifts each day. Thank you. So this is just your first time. You're going to have a lot of things to do tonight. Yeah. Thank you. Blessed are those who make peace, for they will be called the children of God. As Laila lights our peace candle, let us say together, peace is possible. And for our Black Lives Matter candle, the beauty of anti-racism is that you don't have to pretend to be free of racism to be an anti-racist. Anti-racism is the commitment to fight racism wherever you find it, including in yourself. And it's the only way forward. And let us say now together, Black Lives Matter.
Start. They told me that when Jesus was born, a star appeared in the heavens above the place where the young child lay.
When I was very young, I had no trouble believing wondrous things. I believed in the star.
It was a wonderful miracle, part of a long ago story foretelling an uncommon life.
They told me a supernova appeared in the heavens in its dying burst of flame.
When I was older, I believed in science and reason. I believed the story of the star explained.
But I found I was unwilling to give up the star, fitting symbol for the birth of one whose uncommon life has been long remembered.
The star explained became the star understood for Jesus, for Buddha, for Zarathustra.
Why not a star? Some bright star shines somewhere in the heavens each time a child is born.
Who knows what it may foretell?
Who knows what uncommon life may yet again unfold if we but give it a chance.
And the congregation responds saying, "Come, let us worship together." And now we get to all sing. So this is a musical recitation with some music that you get to join in on a chorus with Reverend Laurel speaking some words for all us to contemplate. I'll sing this and then you can join in when you feel comfortable. Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
For so the children come, and so they have been coming, always the same way they come, born of the seed of a man and a woman.
Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
No angels herald their beginnings. No prophets predict their future courses. No wise men see a star to show where to find the babe that will save humankind.
Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
Yet each night a child is born is a holy night. Fathers and mothers sitting beside their children's cribs feel glory in the sight of a new life beginning. They ask, where and how will this new life end? Or will it ever end?
Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping.
Each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Each night a child is born is a holy night.
This evening, we are going to be the co-creators of our very own nativity story. We are not going to merely read it. We are going to bring it alive and live it right here and now. The story we're going to experience is a combination of the Gospel of Matthew and the Gospel of Luke from the New Testament of the Christian Bible. And we need volunteers to act out various parts of the story. And everyone will get to sing carols. Yep, you'll get parts. And the words will appear on the screen, just like they have been. So our dear friend Jeff is going to be the person who helps you know your parts. Take it away, Jeff.
Welcome to our Christmas pageant. And I'm going to read a list of the parts through all of the parts one time so you can think about which part you might be interested in. And then I'll go through the parts again and do the assignments, and I'll hand out a little card, which I left up on there. I'll have to run and go get. And then you'll go back and get costumed, and then come up when prompted. And we have a lot of parts. So I'm saying about half of you will be watching and the other half be part of the presentation. Does that make sense? Okay. So the parts in the order of their appearance. There will be Caesar, which is already cast. There will be 9 twinkling stars. If you have a twinkle or feel like doing twinkling, that's tonight. We have a Holy Family, which is also already cast. There's just a few speaking parts, and those have been pre-cast. And then we have 2 cows, 2 donkeys, 3 mice, a lion, a dog, several people to make a snake undulate, a turtle, an owl, an eagle, a baby deer, a couple of shepherds, and a couple of sheep, an angel of the Lord, who is already cast, and up to 8 angels. If you really got an angel ready to come out, you can do that tonight. A star in the east, which has been called for, I think, already over here, this young man. Oh, you changed your mind. Okay, here we have the star. And 3 astrologers or wise people. And if there's enough people, we have a camel costume. We can have a couple of people in a camel costume. So you don't have to worry about making mistakes. This is all about having fun. And if there's a little chaos, it's just part of the program. But right now, okay, and I need to hand out the parts, right? Okay, so if you are going to be a star, there's some pinwheels right over this direction. You can go do that. And where's the star of the east?
There's a star of the east, and then there's the little stars. Can you tell which one she wants to be? Okay, so star of the east will be later.
Here you go. Take this. And you're going to go back there. A couple of other stars. You're holding out for the donkey. Who wants to be the donkey? Or a shepherd? Okay, here we go. You guys are waiting for that. Couple of mice. Who wants to start off with mice? We're gonna need some kids. What are you thinking of? What are you thinking of doing? You want to be a mouse? No. What do you want to do? Nothing. How about an owl? Or a snake? You want to be part of the snake? No? Okay. I think some adults and parents might have to jump in on this too. So we definitely need a couple of angels. And we have wings over here. Angels, come on up. Another angel, come on. Right over here. We definitely need a lion. Who can be a lion? You guys are going to be wise people? You guys are all 3 wise people? All right. All right, you guys go on back. Go on back there. So now that we have wise people, we definitely need a camel. You going to be a camel? Okay. Camel. All right. All right.
You got it? If you need some help, I'm sure you can.
And we need a couple of shepherds. And I think there's a shepherd ready for shepherding, shepherdess, and a couple of sheep. Bah.
Oh,
Bah.
great.
Bah.
Okay, stand
There's
up.
a
People who
sheep.
want to be sheep, go ahead, stand up.
Another sheep. Excellent. And what about a dog? Who likes dogs here? Oh, there's a dog. All right. You can be the dog.
And when you go, you're going to go back in that corner. You can go through those double doors right
Those
there
doors
on the
right
left.
there. Yep.
There's some costumes back there.
And a couple of cows. There's some really nice costumes. You get to be black and white. You're looking for some. Oh, there's a cow. All right. Here you go. Just hand it to them. What are you thinking? I'm thinking the three of you could be something, right? Together? How about a couple more angels? You guys look kind of angelic together, so let's have you guys be angels. You would do three mice? Absolutely. All right. Three mice. I think we have some angel wings for you. You don't have to say anything. You can just sit here. All right, and some more pinwheels, some stars with pinwheels. We got some people back here thinking, there's a pinwheel. Okay, yeah, Judy, come on up. All right. All right, let's see. I think we have basics
That's
covered.
good
now.
enough.
I
Yeah.
think that's a good basics. We've got a good basic story now. And you know what happens before the good news? You're going to have to go tell it on the mountain.
Feel free to stand if you like. Angels, angels, you stay over here, darlings. Thank you. Oh, you're giving the hat. Okay. Go tell it all. Right over here.
You just wait right here until we tell you to come. Thanks. And the stars just stay right here too. Oh, no, it's fine.
Well, if you haven't already figured it out, we don't have to worry about making mistakes, right? Chaos is, well, a very central part of this whole experience. How are you doing back there? Are people dressed? Almost ready. I'm gonna start. Okay, here we go. This evening, we bring to alive the ancient story of the birth of Jesus. Imagine this old story is really happening right here and now in this church. This is a story of three powerful, wise people kneeling down alongside shepherds who are poor before a tiny newborn baby. This is not a story about terrible wars. This is the story about a humble carpenter and his wife and their baby who is born in a stable. On this night, stars will light up the sky, and shepherds come from far away and gather around with the animals to see this holy family. In this story, all the people are longing for peace on earth and goodwill to all, everywhere. After years of hearing stories about the results of hatred and oppression and persecutions, we are finally hearing a story about the transforming power of love. Now listen carefully for this story that we hear. Is everybody ready? Jeff. I need you, Jeff. We need your microphone. In the days, in those long days, long, long ago, Caesar Augustus, the emperor of Rome, issued a decree.
I am Caesar. All in the world must be registered. All must pay taxes to me.
Not only did they have to go pay taxes, they had to go back to the town where they had been born to register. For some people, that meant a very long journey that took many days and nights. The family we're going to watch, Joseph, the carpenter, had to go all the way from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea to Bethlehem, the city of David. He went with Mary, the woman he was going to marry, because she was expecting a child. It was a hard journey, made a little easier by the many beautiful stars in the sky. So if you have a star, you can hold it up. Hold it up. And while we sing this song, the Holy Family is going to wander around. We're just going to pretend she's still pregnant, or maybe there's a third child on the way. Okay. When Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, they discovered there was no room in any inn. The only place they could stay was a stable cut into the side of the hill. Oh, but in that inn, there were some animals. There were some mice.
Scurry, scurry, scurry.
Squeak, 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 squeak. There might have been a dog. Woof, 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 woof. Yes, come stand behind the Holy Family. Woof, 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 woof. Perhaps there was a lion?
Is there a lion? Nope.
Or a snake?
Oh, a snake?
Maybe a turtle?
Turtles?
Or an owl? Or any other animals? An eagle? Or a baby deer?
Or some sheep and a shepherd.
The sheep come later, after the baby's born. These gentle animals welcomed Joseph and Mary into the stable. And later that night, when Mary gave birth to the baby Jesus, the animals gathered around closer. Oh, baby Jesus. And the animals helped keep the baby warm. Welcome, baby Jesus, welcome. You can join in singing It Came Upon a Midnight Clear.
Came upon a midnight clear, that glorious song of old.
There were sheep and shepherds living in the fields, and they wandered their way.
To touch her harps of gold, peace on the earth to all goodwill, from heaven the news we bring. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear
Angels, come here, darlings. This way. Come from behind. Come on, trick everybody. They'll be so surprised. This way. There we go. Right there. Right. Come right here. Great. Where's Jeff with the microphone? The shepherd was amazed to find an angel in their field. And the angel said,
Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy, which shall be to all people. For to you born on this day in the city of David is a Savior, who is the Melcher. This shall be a sign to you. You will find the child wrapped in strips of cloth and laying in manger. Glory be to God in the highest, and on earth place
peace.
peace and goodwill to all people everywhere.
The shepherds were amazed, and they said to one another, Let us go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has taken place, which has been made known to us. So the shepherds went quickly to Bethlehem with their sheep, where they found Mary and Joseph, just as the angel had told them. When they saw this, the shepherds told everyone what the angel had said to them about this new baby, and everyone who heard the story was amazed. The shepherds knelt to the baby in front of the baby Jesus, glorifying and praising God for the wonder of this birth.
And I invite you to join in singing again. You know this tune.
After Jesus was born in Bethlehem, a star, just the star, came out. The star, actually this way, Laurel. Up there, yep. All the way up, right behind Jesus' head. And now we can start singing the song.
We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts. We traverse so far, and build
3 wise people came in search of the baby Jesus. They came with their camels and their gifts because they'd heard of the ancient prophecy which spoke of a Messiah and the star in the east that would guide them on their way. We'll sing We Three Kings of Orientar.
We three kings of Orientar, bearing gifts, we traverse afar, field and fountain, grove and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us through this perfect night.
When the wise ones saw the new baby, they were overwhelmed with joy. They knelt down to him and put their gifts on the ground in front of him. Let us pause for a moment. Look at this scene. It is a special night with stars and angels and shepherds and wise people and animals, and they are all admiring, witnessing a special baby that has just been born. No doubt the real birth of Jesus 2,000 years ago in a stable in Bethlehem looked a little different from this. No doubt our lovely church is a little nicer and warmer than that small, dark stable. But the love and the mystery and the wonder that we see here is no different than the wonder and love that was there in the time of Jesus' birth. Let's give our thanks to our wonderful nativity players with applause. Thank you. While you all return your costumes to where you got them and your seats, we will sing the first Noel. At its heart, the story of Christmas is the story of a young family seeking refuge in an improbable and imperfect place. Spoiler alert, in case you didn't know it, the baby whose birth we're celebrating tonight grew up to be an activist. He challenged oppressive systems in his society. He preached the value of love over greed. At its best, our congregation is a refuge. It's a refuge for our members, it's a refuge for visitors, it's a refuge for our neighbors, it's a refuge for people passing by. You may not know it, but oftentimes people stop at these doors and they ask for support from our staff and from our minister. And we have something called the Ministerial's Discretionary Fund, so that when people ask for a bag of food or to pay for a clinic appointment or for a bus pass, our staff and our minister can respond to a person who comes to these doors in need. So tonight, the offering that will be taken will go directly to the Ministerial's Discretionary Fund. And I invite you to give until it feels good, knowing that you're helping this church be a sanctuary for someone this year. Thank you. Ushers, please come forward. One more slide, Nancy. There we go. Join me in saying our congregational response. To the work of the church, which is weaving a tapestry of love we call community, we dedicate ourselves, and these are offerings. Great. I need a few more volunteers. We're hoping for some candle lighters. So if you would like to stand up here with a candle, if you are under 10 years old, bring a grown-up with you, please. And great. And we're hoping the Holy Family will come sit again up here. Thank you. The Holy Family will be on the bench, and we're going to stand around the Holy Family, and we're going to get to light candles. Oh, why don't you wait till everybody gets up here? Thanks. Oh, I guess you're waiting on that one. Thanks. So in a moment, we're going to turn out all the lights and we're going to start singing. You can sit, you can stand. Yes. Just take in this sacred moment. You can turn out the last light, Laurel. Oh, maybe not. Wait. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. was a screenshot. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Yes.
The Work of Christmas by Howard Thurman. When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, the work of Christmas begins to find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among others, and to make music in the heart. Now we will recess. We invite you to joy in singing Joy to the World.
You can turn the lights back on.